YouTube, but I won't let it deter me. I am fairly familiar with Facebook and I'm getting around to the other apps and such, which I hate it took me so long to actually get in tune with these apps, you guys, because we have content creators, and if you know, like I know, they're paying all of their bills from just being a content creator. So this is why I'm here to at least test the waters and see if it's actually for me. And if it's not, then I'm absolutely okay with bowing out gracefully. But I've run into a lot of people being on these different apps. Most definitely people who are seasoned and they've been at it for a while now. I tend to look at them more because I feel like they have the experience, they have the knowledge, and they're pretty much in the know of what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do. But it's different for me on YouTube because I don't know if there are words that I should, you know, steer away from saying because it may make my page look bad or whatever the case may be. So I'm new here. I'm just winging it and just taking it one day at a time, pretty much. I saw a lady, and I'm not absolutely familiar with her name, so I don't want to say the wrong person. But she said it's very important to become familiar with your YouTube insight. And that made a lot of sense to me when you think about it because it gives you the analytics of your video. It lets you know which video did what, how long people watched it, whichever one of your videos did the best. And that's kind of what you want to stick with if you're a person who's kind of confused about what to post most of the time, like myself, because I'm fairly new to the content world. And respect everyone who's been here. Like my wig off to you. If you've been doing this and you're able to actually quit your day job, thank you so much for being an inspiration because it gives people like me the opportunity to just try to be all I can be. Even if I fail, even if I don't succeed, even if I don't get to the part or to the position where I see my other counterparts are right now, then I'm okay with trying and at least knowing that I tried. Now, if I succeed, that's all fine, well, and dandy. That's a great thing. One thing I did want to tap into when we are going live, because you have a lot of people who steer away from it because you don't know what to talk about. You're not sure if you're going to get an audience or anybody who's going to engage with you. But that's kind of the last thing you should worry about. Never compare yourself where you can't compete. And when I say that, I pretty much mean the people who've been here for a long time, they're going to have people who are going to come by their lives and, you know, show them some love or engage with them because they've been here for a long time. They've put the footwork in and they have people who understand their content and they know where they're coming from or they know what time they go live because that's a good thing as well to have a set time when you go live and kind of stick to that because it'll give the people who are pretty much interested in you and whatever it is that you have to say, they'll give you the time of day then because they know exactly, okay, Miss Bree is going to be on at 7. I'm not doing much at 7, so I may just tune in and, hop in on a conversation or whatever. And me, I'm the type that can talk about a wide range of things, whether it be politics, we can talk about everyday life. There's a lot of stuff going on here where I am in Alabama. If you're in Alabama, tap in, let's connect. I'd love to know who's been here and who can give me tips because, like I said, I'm new and I don't know everything and I don't betray to know everything. I'm the type that love to learn. I love to learn something new every day. I feel like it keeps you fresh. It keeps your mind in tune and it also broadens your vocabulary, and that's a great thing because you can go to different places and meet different people, but a lot of people may not understand you because of where you're from. Me, I'm from the south, so we may not say our words completely like they do up north, so I know I'd have to adjust my vocabulary when I'm speaking to people who are from different places and different spaces. But have energy when you are in front of this camera. Even if there is no one watching you, they're still able to see you when they're strolling through the live. So if your at least having an engaging conversation. And it doesn't matter if it's with yourself, because let's just face it here, when anyone goes live, it's just like you're having a conversation with yourself, because no one on that live can actually speak verbally back to you. They can write sentences and drop lines and engage with you through typing, but you can't really hear anything. So it's good to know, okay, I've touched this subject, so let's go on to something else. And even if you have to wing it and you're all over the place, at least just make it sound good at the end of the day, because we're not perfect. Everyone's taking it one day at a time. Even the top content creators have moments when they have brain freezes and they're like, okay, what do I do next? Because I've had this viral moment, I had that viral moment. So, how do I top those last 5 videos that I did so well on? So don't beat yourself up. Whatever position you're in, just stay consistent. Be vigilant. Don't compare yourself to people. Go to the people who are seasoned and support them. See how their content is working for them and how people are reacting to it. And also indulge in groups. And I'm not even sure if that's something that they have on YouTube, but that's something that I've run into by being on other apps, being in groups and introducing myself to people who are into the same things I'm into. So I know for sure whenever I post my content, these group of people are going to resonate with it. They're going to engage with it. And that's kind of what keeps it in the algorithm. Drinking me some coffee keeps you fresh, it keeps you upbeat. Any coffee lovers? If so, what kind do you like? I love Folgers, the mild blend. But you have to be consistent though, and know what you're in it for. If you're not having fun with it, which I think when I hear content creator, you hear a lot of people make it seem like it's just the hardest thing in the world. It's not. It's only hard when you make it hard. It's only not fun when you make it not fun, when you take the fun out of it, because you're not doing something you love to do. Apparently it's just time to change whatever subject matter you were talking about to something different, and it's totally okay to do that. Change it up, shake it up, be different, do what work for the people. That's me going back to the YouTube studio, because it's going to show you what the people like. It doesn't matter what you like to get up and post every day, whether it's funny videos. If you didn't get the amount of reactions and views and comments and engagement, or whatever the case may be, on those particular videos that you would love to push, then it's time to push something different. Yeah, just try to remember that everyone is not perfect. Everyone had to start somewhere. Everyone went live, their first couple of times around, and no one was engaging with them. And you have to have patience with it as well. I see I've been live maybe 8 minutes now. So I don't expect, by me being live for 8 minutes, for even 2 or 3 people to be here, because they are not familiar with me. For one, it's my first day going live on here. For two, and three, I have to be mindful that no one knows me and respect the fact that I have to introduce myself, so to speak. That's kind of what a live is as well. If you're stumped on what to talk about or what subject matter to speak on, speak about yourself. Talk about what you do in your everyday life, or things you don't like, or look up what's the word of the day or the fact of the day, and just go with that. I guarantee you, once you start, and if you're a person who can have a conversation anyway, it's not going to be hard for you to keep the conversation going, pretty much. Excuse my background as well if it's picking any of that up, because I don't know. Like I said, I'm new here, so I don't know if I'm even able to listen to anything in the background without getting any copyrighted penalties. I definitely don't want that. I don't want any restrictions, and have to also go into detail as far as the guidelines on this app myself, because you can look at other people's opinions about what to do and what not to do, but they may be sugarcoating it or watering it down or putting a little bit on it because of who they are. So it's just good to do your own research at the end of the day. As you can tell, this is kind of an informal live. I didn't want to put too much on it. I didn't want to write anything down. I didn't want to put too much on myself as far as sticking to, okay, this is what I'm going to say and then I'm going to say that. And no, I just want to, whatever comes up is going to come out if it makes sense to me, because I'm one of those people who actually can think before I speak. You have a lot of people who just wing it when they get on these apps, and it works for them because it's so many people in the world, you guys, and you have to always remember that it's so many people in this world, and it's so many different people in this world. I'll take the cosplay community for example. There's so many people who go out, year after year, and they dress up in their favorite character and just be around like-minded people, and they're exchanging thoughts on their favorite whatever episodes, and it's just different for everybody. So be patient with your audience, be kind to your audience as well. When you do get to a point where you've leveled up and you're like, okay, I got everything where I need it to be, I'm monetized here, I'm making good money here, I have a good group of people who are going to come back and try to resonate with me every day, it's best to remember those people. Call those people out when they're on your live. Hey, Ashley, I see you've been here for over 6 months now, and I want to appreciate you and thank you for your unwavering support. It's okay to treat people as if they are your equal, because in actuality, they are. No one's better than anyone, and we're all just trying to get it. I don't know one person who, if you came to them and said, hey, would you like to make 10,000 a month just by posting faceless content? I don't know one person who would say, "Nah, I'm rich. I don't care to do that. That's boring." Or no, it's very lucrative once you look at it. Once you scroll through whatever Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, whatever app that you're on, you always run into someone who's posted something without their face on it. They just have words or emojis or whatever type of editing that they put together. The most important thing about it is they're making money and you didn't even see their face. That's a type of income that's it's close to residual income, rollover money. And it's the same when you push your content. You have to be patient with your content. You have to be mindful that you're new. So you may not be recommended as much as the people who've been here for years. So you have to get in where you fit in and respect the fact that some videos may do well, some videos may not. Me just getting started, I'm impressed by the fact that I could get 500 views on a video, because who knows me at the end of the day? Who cares about what I'm posting? So I respect that. I'm appreciative of that. I celebrate those small victories, because when I do get to the point where I am at 1 million views or 1 million followers, just pushing it out in the universe because I know that it can happen, I'll still be humble. I'll still be mindful. I'll still be caring. I'll still be kind. I'll still be me, most importantly. Never lose sight of who you are, because they say a person is not really who they are until they've gotten to a level in life where they're, I say, 2 cents above their lunch money. They get into this great position, they're at this top firm or whatever, got their own great company, and they're doing pretty well as far as sales go, and they go to treating the people that were around them in the beginning as if they were never there. Like, that's the worst thing that you could do to the people who showed you, hey, I'm here for you. No matter what it is that you do, I'm still into whatever it is that you're doing. So, hey, can you support me in return? Which I don't think a person should even ask you for that. If you have the time, if you have the patience, go back and, look at the people who are looking at you. I know I do, because I have a bigger following on other sites, and it's overwhelming, it's scary, it's different, it's all that. Once you think about it, you don't know these people who are following you, you don't know what their intentions are, you don't know any of that, because people can be who they want to be online. That's why going live, it validates who you are as a person, as a human being. It helps you resonate with the masses. It helps get your post out there more. It helps get you in the algorithm and help you, get a better range and more reach when it comes to your videos because they see, hey, we know this is a real person. This is not an Autobot or it's not AI generated. No, all real, all authentic, straight with no chaser. She, her. Yeah, just enjoy yourself. Have fun with it. Be okay with not having the people that you thought were going to be in your corner. Because when you're doing something different, it's somewhat foreign to people who've never tried it before. So you can't be upset with them for being standoffish about it because they're like, girl, when you just working here or doing this last week, now you talking about you want to be a content creator. So you have to just make your name in the game, whatever it is that you're doing. Be okay with being your biggest fan when you first start, and even when you get to a point of approval, when you've made a name for yourself and people are looking for you now, still be humble, be accepting. I had to learn as well to not block people who I felt like had fake accounts because there are a lot of people online who aren't trying to be content creators. They're not trying to be the next big thing or influencer or any of that. So I had to remember they may not have their page is set up to where they have a big amount of followers or however it is, whatever attracts you to a person and make you feel like, okay, this is a real page. I know this person is this. I know this person is that. No, there's still older people who are trying to figure out this online thing because there's no blueprint to it. It's totally different. In my opinion, it's somewhat weird in certain instances. Being able to access a person's this or that, or so I don't know. But I'm going through a few of my videos just to let you know. Like some days you do good, some days it's just like, did anybody see my post? Hey, here I go. My most recent video, I had 400 views, a little over 400 views. The one before that, I had 4 views. But I'm proud of my 4 views. Do you hear me? The one before that, I had 403 views. The one before that, I had 4. Now, I don't know how I keep getting in this 4 range. But the one before that, I had 216 views. I say that to say it's going to be different. You know, everyone is living in a different time zone. So when you post, you may not be posting at that same time you posted before. So just be mindful that, hey, I may not get those same likes. I may not get those same views. I may not get those same people that I've gotten before. And it's okay. It's totally okay. Just continue to do what's best for you. Continue to do what makes you happy. Continue to go on your journey, go on your live journey. Be encouraged, be engaged, be aware because it is the holiday season and you want to always think about the people who are less fortunate. Not saying that you have to go out your way, go donate, go do this and go do that. But you have to remember that they don't have what you have. So you can't flaunt the things that you have. It's sad ultimately that you can't be happy for the things that you have and express yourself in a fashionable way. But I'll take one of my posts that I did recently, and I think I got violated because of the music on there. So be mindful of the music that you put with your videos as well. But it makes it look better, to be honest with you. The music, it kind of carries the video, most definitely if it doesn't have words. But there were 2 kids who were sitting at a bus stop, pretty much on their way to school, and 2 strangers pulled up in a car Now, mind you, these kids had on $1,000 pair of shoes, Levinex or something that Travis Scott and all the other big time rappers and artists wear. These two kids were on their way to school, sitting at a bus stop, minding their business, doing exactly what they were supposed to do, being exactly where they were supposed to be. These two strangers, low lifes, people who don't have anything else to do with their time, they got out and demanded the kids' shoes. To make a long story short, they shot at the kids, took one of the kids' pair of shoes, and the other one ran away out of fear. Which I don't blame. I don't blame them because I'm sure it was the first time they were held at gunpoint. For one, for two, I'm on my way to school. Like those kids will forever be traumatized by that situation because they were doing what was right, and that's kind of how it goes. It's most of the time that's how it goes. When you're doing something right, that's when stuff goes wrong. But I wouldn't encourage you to do anything differently because it's not going to change anything. So it's just best to do what's right because good karma is going to always put you in a position to win and be better at whatever mistakes you made in life because I'm sure they're being blessed abundantly. They're going to have a good Christmas. Although it's not going to take away from what happened to them, it's not going to take it out of their mind, it's not going to change the fact that it actually happened. It will kind of give them hope that there are still good people out here in the world. And I am a fond believer of that. My hair. These are things you do not prepare for when you go live. Having hair weave malfunctions. So excuse me. But I did do at least 20 minutes today, so I'm proud of myself. Just winging it. Didn't have anything particular to talk about or to conversate about, just giving out tips, stuff that I learned along the way, and trying to be a motivator and be encouraging and inspire you and remind you that there are still good people out here. You know, we're just hidden. We're not content creators. We're new to the world. Although there are, let me get that right because my girl, pew 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 pew. If you see this video, thank you so much for being you because you are definitely an inspiration. Every day you have something great to say. Every day you're in a good mood. Even when you were going through the days of you being sick, you still got in front of the camera and you gave us life. You gave us energy. So thank you for being you. Yes. I appreciate every person that does come into contact with this video and takes the time to interact with it. It's very much so appreciated. If you have any tips, drop them in the comments. Let me know. Do I need to get better lighting, a better background? Because I'm winging it and I'm new. So, constructive criticism to me is the best in the world. And it lets you know, hey, maybe I do need to get this right or get that right. Because you don't think about everything because you're not perfect. Like I said, stay motivated, stay vigilant because it's the holidays, and most importantly, love on yourself because no one else is going to do it like you. Bye.